Appreciate all of that. And we start this morning with breaking news from overnight. Mayor Ras Baraka announcing a curfew now for a half-mile radius around Delaney Hall, the site of those ICE protests. Violent clashes continuing between protesters, ICE agents, and now state police. In a statement, Baraka saying it'll be in effect every night from 9 until 6 in the morning, adding a warning to leave the area will be issued. Any continued non-compliance will result in removal and issuance of summonses or further legal actions. And this comes as Governor Sherrill announcing there were 6 arrests on Friday night. 5 of those suspects from out of town accused of throwing barricades, lighting fires last night. The governor says that the national extremist groups are now becoming involved in these protests, creating more chaos and dangerous situations. Governor Sherrill calling on protesters to de-escalate the situation.
Those protesting outside of Delaney Hall to bring the temperature down so we can focus on the detainees and their families. So comply with the lawful orders from local and state law enforcement and let advocates, faith leaders, and members of this community continue their work.
Additionally, Pix 11 reporter Corey McGinnis speaking with protesters on both sides of the issues.
Anti-ICE and pro-ICE demonstrators faced off on the same street in front of Delaney Hall Saturday morning, creating a tense scene. As New Jersey State Police set up a new protected protest zone outside Delaney Hall, the air remained thick with tension between 2 divides that refused to bridge. Governor Mikey Sherrill sent state troopers to take over security, created designated peaceful protest areas, and established vehicle checkpoints after days of violent clashes. But despite these measures, both sides are still charging at each other with words and accusations. Pro-ICE supporters arrived early Saturday morning, some pointing at the damage they say anti-ICE protesters left behind.
They've been burning flags out here, no respect for law and order. They put tons and tons of trash out here. They destroyed a couple of ICE cars. You can't blame it on Trump.
Behind the counter protesters lies a personal story of pain. One supporter shared why he stood shoulder to shoulder with Donald Trump.
I got a murder there. He raped my niece. He's in jail now. I'm going to make sure they deport him. And that's why I'm here, to support ICE 100% and Donald Trump.
They are animals, and they need to... Personally, I think they need to be locked up and rehabilitated.
But the anti-ICE side says they're not the aggressors.
We're here peaceful. This is a peaceful protest. And they were cleared out in a really violent way. People were hurt. And so, yeah, I mean, it's surprising to see that peaceful protesters would be treated that way.
Amid the shouting, chants rose from the crowd directed at the police.
Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve?
Pastor Terry brought a spiritual dimension to the protest, explaining their faith-based motivation.
What brings me here today is my Christian witness for the pain that is going on inside Delaney Hall. So we want these concentration camps to be shut down.
Anti-protesters say people inside Delaney Hall are being treated badly and are on a hunger strike. Pro-ICE supporters back ICE and Donald Trump, saying the facility keeps dangerous criminals locked up. The pro-ICE camp acknowledged the right to protest, but condemns some of the methods.
Everybody's got a freedom to protest and, freedom to express your feelings, but the way they do it, it's totally wrong.
All of this as the anti-ICE protesters insist they haven't reached their breaking point yet.
I can tell you it'll continue on as long as spaces like this are open.
In Newark, New Jersey, Corey McGinnis, Pix 11 News.